Hello, David, Monty. Hope all of you guys are doing well. Today I want to do some work on the Sunny. Try to get this together. Got a couple new things in this week though. Got this set of wheels in. I got this set of wheels in yesterday. Yeah, I believe it was yesterday. And then got these in. Now, it's roughed up box. It's a little roughed up. The box is roughed up. I've never had these, but couldn't beat the price. I don't like the tires a whole lot, but they are solid. And I'd never had these. But it don't have, I guess from looking at the box, it's supposed to have 2 sets of wide ones and only 1 set of skinny ones, because on these Kragers, they have 3 different sizes, I guess. And then it has all these little gadgets for the way different vehicles mounted. Hello, Scott, Jody, Monty. But yeah, they give you all kinds of little doodads to mount these on. Now, I remember seeing these in the hobby shop, but I never picked them up. It wasn't my style back then, you know. Hello, John, Minnie. Guys, let me, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get me something real quick. But yeah, I got these. I got these for free, guys. Can't beat that. A guy at work was like, hey, I was going through my uncle's place. You build models, right? And I said, yeah. He goes, I have these drag car wheels. Are you interested? I said, yeah, bring them to me. And they ended up being these MRCs. They weren't even drag wheels. You guys have seen John. He posts up sometimes. It's a guy I work with, John Kirby. I don't know, Monty. That I don't know. They had the Keystones and then they had the Kragers is all I could remember. Then I sat down. I'm still waiting for Extreme to get me the missing braided lines that I need. But I started cutting that stuff up. Then I repackaged mine that I've been using into littler bags just to make it cleaner and easier to use. It was getting in the way of my model supply thing there. And then I went ahead and taped me on there some Scaled World, the art and scale modeling, and George, you want them? And then I just taped these on here being silly. I made a bunch of packages this week. And every package I sent out this week, guys, will have Mr. Mini Dreams in there. And then the Scaled World plaque will be in everybody's packages this week. John, you asked if I like the Vallejo model color. Buddy, that's all I use. I got rid of all the testers enamels, and this is what I'm using now. And I just ordered it, guys. If you guys want to, I've been using these Stynylrez primers. I won this set of primers from the Styrene Syndicate. If you guys can't see that right there, when the Styrene Syndicate and Hobbyman Mike, Gilbert, Andreas, Stan, and Steve Sutton were all doing the 48-hour build for the Styrene Syndicate. I won these during that 48-hour raffle, and I really been enjoying using them. You can spray them. I brush it on, you know, and it works. It's a great primer. But webairbrushes.com are having a 50% off Labor Day sale. These right here are usually $36 for 6. They're on sale for $18. I went ahead and bought a whole nother set with the brand new 6 colors. So I bought the whole 12 primers today. So I can't wait to get the new primers to come in. But if you guys are looking for a good brushable primer, the Stynylrez is great for all your model stuff. It is a water acrylic polyurethane, and it's easy, man. It brushes on, no strokes. It's great. I use it on a lot of stuff. They come, the first 6 was gray, white, black, oxidized brown, a yellow, and a green. And I've used all the colors. MJ's Wagon has the primer, red for the whole chassis. I mean, it's just great. And then it brushes on. There's no strokes. So I picked that up. We got a lot of stuff coming, guys, for the next raffle. So far, I picked up for the next raffle, guys. Like we said, we've been talking about model supplies. I picked up a set of the brushes that I use, so that way you guys will have the exact same brushes that I use. I picked up a set of those. Like I said, a good set of tweezers. You know, every hobbyist should have a good set of tweezers. Let me open these up and share these with you guys. They're good. They're thick. They're, you know, pretty good. They'll set in your hand really easy, help you work and paint. I was telling Pete over at Scaled World, I think I'm going to go back and get me a set of these for my own bench, because I really like these, and I like this clamp. I've never had a clamp. Right here, you put in whatever you're working on, and then this comes up and gives you tension, and you can set your tension to it, so that way it kind of like locks in, but it don't have the teeth. You know, a lot of us guys use these like here, but they have grooves in it, and then you have to get it to a certain point to lock in. So actually you're like pushing, you know, you're like going to scar up your plastic or whatnot, but not with these. These right here slide in, and then it'll have your tilts. It's going to have your little thins, your real small thin ones. And if you guys haven't seen, I love mine. I use the tar out of them. Love these clamp, you know, the clamp style. And these right here are the big clamps. Now, I gotten some old ones that used to have the wood in them, and I used the heck out of these, but now they're these, you know, they don't have the wooden handle no more. But still, guys, these ain't them cheap, thin dollar store tweezers, guys. We got you guys a really nice set. Got off the phone a little bit ago. Well, not the phone, but Messenger. Guys, Hunter has been helping Scaled World and I get some products ready for the next tool raffle. So Hunter has stepped up over there at Showtime Studio. He has a few items to add to it. Pete at Scaled World has picked up he has picked up the super glues that I use. He has picked up the activator that I use. He's picked up some more beads that we gave away last time. And like I said, I've started cutting up the ProTech braided hoses. We're getting ready. We'll probably have it, and we probably have it maybe in October. The rest of September, we're undecided about what's going on during the rest of September. But it's going to be, we're trying to build you guys a very good, we're going to build a package that will be raffled off. Yes, Jamie. Let me go share something with you guys here for a minute. The raffles or something we're doing to generate funds for scaledworld.net, and in return, what we're doing, we're building special items. We're going to be building special items here at Mr. Mini Dreams, but instead of asking you guys for money just so I can sit at the bench and play, we're doing it so that way we're offering stuff back, and it's a great gesture by Hunter and Sandy over there at Showtime Studios to step up and help us generate some tools. Everything we're going to have for the raffle, guys, is going to be brand new, never used stuff. We're going to build a set to raffle off. Like, we're going to build a big lot of stuff to raffle off, and there's still going to be items like, you guys know how we like to hide items within the raffle for certain numbers and at certain buys. So look forward to that. This is going to be a really nice one. I need to find out how we want to do the raffle. But me and Scaled World, we have another idea we want to use this raffle money for. A few weeks ago, Monty had posted a picture of the Cadillac he grew up with and restored, and he would like to get a kit of that car. That got me thinking, there's a lot of us that have holy grails. Like mine, one of my holy grails is the Johan Hornet Promo, you know. Another one would be the AMT 64 Valiant, you know, 65 Valiant when it was real small, like the Novas and Falcons were, you know. And those kits are pretty expensive. So what we're going to start generating out of some of these raffles is the last 2 times we raffled off my built stuff. Pete was just playing around. He said it'd be neat to offer up Minnie's toolbox, you know, and it'd be different items that I used to build with as a raffle, and that's what got all the supply stuff rolling. You know, I would love to see, you know, almost everybody has a hobby knife. A lot of people use that Testor's plastic one, or they've bought in cheap sets that don't always hold up, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of tools that we want you guys, that you guys probably already are using, but we want you guys to like upgrade. Maybe our next raffle after we do this, the Minis toolbox, maybe we'll do something based upon the lines of detailing items, you know what I mean? Like some of you guys that have never used you know, the braided lines and the fittings and stuff, maybe we can, you know, do a little set like that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. With the last raffle, we donated, $255 to Richard and his family. Talked to him today. He said he had a great night out with the family, and it was really enjoyable for him. We sent some kits to Germany. We sent John Pohl. We sent John a handful of resin goodies. Let's see if I can remember how all this went. See, we sent John some resin goodies to Canada. We sent this stuff to Germany. And then this right here, New York. This right here was the winner of the beads, and I gave Eddie, he got the beads that he won through the raffle, and I sent him a set of the braided hoses. I used my own stash, and I gave that to him. Then we did sent some stuff to, now I can't think of who this is. Bill. We sent Bill's Cadillac, California. David G won the 2 figures and the Buick Regal, so that got sent to David. Louisville, Kentucky. Little Joe Thompson. We got to send Joe Thompson and a bunch of resin stuff. We was talking about being able to get the funds to send John some resin and to send Joe some resin, so they got theirs. And Young Model Master, he will get the paint set that he won, and we gave him the Bronco, the rusted Bronco build. So you guys see, we spent $75 just in shipping back into the community. So we want to thank you guys for your support. Not only did you help Richard, you helped all these guys get gifts too, guys. And so I really appreciate that. And that's what makes this community so great. And the next one we do, we still want to, bring in more. Alright, I will. And it's just great to have you guys be able to support like that. And so what I was thinking, through the next auctions, wouldn't it be cool if we could generate and, track down someone's holy grail? You know what I mean? I just think that would be cool. And so we're looking at a way to make that possible, guys. We don't know how we would do it yet. It wouldn't be fair if we bought Monty's Cadillac, but then didn't get say Dennis's Volkswagen Carmagia. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to find a way that something like that can work. That's why we thought about the raffle with the tools. We'll let you guys try to win that, and then we'll have hidden tools within the raffle, and we'll name that raffle that comes up next, Minnie's Toolbox. But like I said, the pictures that I've seen from Hunter and his wife Sandy, they have some great stuff, guys, to offer. So once all that gets together, guys, we'll do a whole video for that. Today, let's get back to work on this. I just wanted to touch bases with you guys real quick and let you guys know about webairbrushes.com and their 50% off sale into the 16th. Now, they have sets up in there. They have some great airbrushes. And Jamie, yes, yeah. And like I said, Jamie, yes, I'll ship to Canada. Like I said, John didn't win anything, but Scaled World and Mr. Mini Dreams, we sent him about 30 carburetors, just so that way he had a whole assortment of stuff to use for prior builds. And James, the Bronco is on its way to you, and the set of paints that you won in the raffle. So, yeah, I will when we're done here, Clown. Won't you message me so I won't forget? Now, John, let me put this out there. You have 10 good, you'll have 10 good Dominators. You're going to have 10 good Barry Grants. And then you have 10 mishap Barry Grants. They're still good, fully casted things. They just have a few blemishes. That way you can do... it's David Sean on Facebook. You can go to the Mr. Mini Dreams page, Clown. Go to Mr. Mini Dreams. And then I'll add you there, and then I'll be able to message you. I kind of keep my personal page for certain things, and I use Mr. Mini Dreams for everything else. Alright, where did we leave you guys? Oh, I was working on the interior and everything. That front end just looks so cool in there, guys. Got a bunch of parts and pieces in there right now. This thing here is a super tight fit. This thing's snug as a bug in a rug. Alright. So far we got the dash done. I put a set of keys hanging from the ignition. See if you guys can't see that. There's a set of keys hanging. Come on. Then I got the mid-range and the tweet components in there. Whoa. WebAirbrushes.com, David. Right here I got a radio. Then I flocked it. Got the pedals in. The other door panel's done. I switched the emergency brake out for this one out of a rally car. I just like the look of it, and then I hollowed that little point out just to give it some more look. And then, you know, I need to work on the shifter. And then the seats, we're doing a little yellow paneling. Me, lady. I just watched the kids cartoon with the kids this morning, and they like to watch the Teen Titans, and they were making fun of Robin having baby hands. Alright. So let's see. Take a straight ball. Use that. I want to use a yellow one. So get that out there like that. Okay. I didn't know what to use. Let me show you real quick. I think I sent you some of these, George. I can't remember, but I went to Crunchfield and I cut out a bunch of their pictures. Let me find the original. I used to get a lot of the Crunchfield magazines. Now this cost me some change, believe it or not, but I can't find the originals. But I had taped them all together. I had made a paper with all the radio faces together. And then what I did is I kept having them sized. Like, here's the bigger one. I can't find the first one, but I took and I just kept sizing them until they got down to be where we needed it for 1/24 scale. And if you can see in these bigger pictures, you have Alpine, you have Kenwood, you have the original Pioneers. I like both style of those Pioneers back then. And then you had the Blaupunk, and then you had the JVC when it first went to flat face. So these right here are old radios. You really don't get the detail into the very small ones, you know, unless you're really looking for them. Yeah. And then I put them in the dash. And you guys can see it there. That has a real metal trim ring on this one though. And I put a watch part knob on there. And that's what we're thinking about for the next raffle, guys, is just doing detail sets. Our good friend Steve over there at Hyro Boy, he's got all kinds of neat generic detail kits, you know, so we're thinking of picking some of those up. You know, you got some hobby design stuff, you got Studio 27, you know, just all kinds of real neat photo etch upgrade stuff. Really don't want to buy a Kit Pacific one, you know, one that would be just for a Nissan R34 or something like that. We want to be able to pick up some that are generic, like some screens, maybe, you know, diamond plate, maybe do some seat belts. You already seen how we're already going to donate this one to one of you guys in the community from ProTech. But that's what we was thinking about doing for the next one, have a detail auction, so that way you guys can get supplied up on some detail stuff. But where am I aiming for? Let's build a shifter. Gotta find my interior. Alright. Here's my interior stuff. Look at this, George. I got an original T-handle shifter from back in the day. There's the shifting arm, and then there's the T-handle still. Guys, that used to be the stuff back in the day. You'd hold your, instead of holding a ball or a stick, they had the T-handles, man. See, I thought about using this for my shifter. Airwebbrushes.com. Now you made me forget. Yeah, webbrushes.com. I thought about using this for the shifter, but then the way I look, it wouldn't fit where the console is. How I have all that in there. But then here's another one, George. Here's one that's built. The T-handled one. This is for you guys who are into them old school hot rods. There you go. Yeah, hey David, if you guys have anything in particular that you want to see or hear or learn about, just ask, because I might not be the one that can answer your questions, but we have great builders in here. You have George Ramos from Vision 124. You guys will see there's some other great builders in here that you guys just have to don't be afraid to ask your questions, because if I can't answer them, there's plenty of great builders in here. You got Rattle Can Shenanigans, great builder. If you guys need any help, go subscribe to these guys, and they'll be able to answer questions that maybe I can't. You know, you have Trevor's in here. There's all kinds of great modelers in here. And David, if you come across something, you know, you can just don't hesitate to, you know, ask your questions. Kind of like this one. Where's the factory one? The factory one is just little and small like that. So that's why I wanna upgrade. Dude, that might... Oh, it looked broke at first, but it's... Oh, it is broke. Well, good thing I was going to upgrade it. I had a great conversation with Chip over there. Don't forget, today he just posted up a video for the September street stock. Guys, so go over there and watch Chip's video. But I was watching Chip's video. He wanted to apologize that he didn't comment during our last raffle. But him and Lisa had took a vacation. And he says that he will still do some more stuff on the next raffle. So that's great. I told him I just didn't want to put him under the spot, and he's like, no, that, you know, he's really enjoying what me and Pete are doing with you guys and for you guys. So that's great. One person left I gotta get to. I was waiting for Butch to send me his address, and I need to get Butch. I got him a secret gift and those wheels that still need to be sent. So I'm going to use this shifter here. I just got to get it into place. I hope you guys there in Florida and the guys in Puerto Rico are taking cover, and looks like Irma is going to be a pretty bad one, guys. They canceled all our vacation plans that we had for next week because of it. So I hope all those people are good and okay, because it looks nasty. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Christmas thing. That is... Yeah, guys, that is a wonderful thing over there, because when they do that, there's some great companies that pitch in a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. I won from the very first year they did it. I got lucky enough that I got the Mazda RX-3 kit donated by I forgot who donated it, but it was one of the donations at Scaled World. What you guys do when you go up, when you guys, when all the details are set in stone, you just go over there, make sure you're a member, and it's easy. It's not, you don't have to buy nothing, you don't have to, you know, do anything other than support scaledworld.net for a chance at that. Okay, I think I like that boot, but I'm going to switch it. We're going to switch that boot. Where'd my dang pin go? We're going to switch that boot for a pin. Put on my cheaters. Yeah, guys, there's great stuff from, usually from Factory 81. You're going to have stuff from C1, Factory 81. You got Clearly Scales help put stuff in there. There's just been all kinds of great donations. See how that looks. What do you guys think about that? Got a better shifter in there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I try to do everything I can on camera, guys. I really did. I just had too much going on, too much in my brain. And so, yeah, I did a lot of this. I done a lot of this off camera. All right, James, take it easy, bud. I'm trying. I'm trying, Brian. Hey, Brian, I just purchased this morning my first set of Warhammer figures. I can't wait to get them. There's some neat stuff I have coming. When it arrives, I'll do an unboxing. I've seen a lot of really nice stuff that, you know, my pockets ain't deep enough to get type of stuff, Brian. But I enjoy you here lately. Been sharing your figure work, bud. Thank you. Later, Jody. Bill, your Cadillac is on the way, son. Thanks. Thank you for taking part in the raffle we had, and I got that on its way shipping to you. I need to pull this out. We gotta glue all this up. So, some of the little tools we want to get you guys is I'm going to get a package of the mirrors like this that I use. Yeah, I bought the whole set of the Nargles, Demons of Nargles. No, that is paint. Yeah, that is paint. Speaking of which, wrong thing. Where am I? And you know what really I want from them, Brian? I want the flying insects that they're riding. Something about, I have some ideas for that. So, they don't sell them by themselves no more. And, for the cost of buying, everything separate, just to get some of the stuff that I did want, because like I was telling Richard from the Nerd Life this morning, I like the Nurglings look cool too, and so the cost of me trying to buy the Nurglings and then trying to buy some other figures, it was just cheaper for me to get the whole starter set. Yeah, I can't wait to get those either. Twisted, I get mine from Hobby Lobby. There's a little pack. I had it in my hand today. I was going to pick it up and I didn't. I'm gonna put these. I forgot I hadn't sealed these yet. Yeah, thanks for stopping by real quick, Brian. Appreciate that, buddy. If you guys ain't subscribed to Atomic Dog, he builds everything, and literally, I mean everything. Go over there, sub his channel. He hasn't done his Toss to Bones in a while, where he just talks just about stuff in general. But he's always sharing little builds and stuff. And he just built, you know, speaking of figures, he just built this crazy little rabbit dude. He looks cool. I kind of need him for all the rabbits I have. I could just get all of them built, sitting around, and then he could have that one rabbit crazy looking dude right here. Okay, Clown, when you go, well, if all the Hobby Lobbies are set up the same, if you walk in and you know where they do all the claymation stuff, you know, all that clay stuff, my watch parts are in that aisle with all the clay stuff. And they're by Lisa something other. Lisa something is on the brand name. It's a white package. They're in little bitty blister stuff. Now I sorted all mine out. But maybe that's the kind of stuff that Scaled World and I want to have for the detail on the detail auction. You know, we're going to do Minnie's Toolbox first. And then we'll do the next raffle. I mean, I said auction. I don't like the word auction. Because I want everybody to have a chance to win. And I like the raffle idea. It helps more than just one person. You guys seen with your guys' help in the community, we was able to help more than just give David Goodwin a built model. James got some stuff. You know, I listed the name of people a while ago, and that was all because of you guys taking part. And so let's get that in there. Did you see I did the pedals too? So it's got photo etch pedals. Then it's got the new brake system, our new handbrake. Let's got the glue on there. Get a little bit of glue here. For the mini toolbox, like I said, Hunter over at Showtime has purchased some stuff to add into it. Scaled World, you guys see in the conversation with us now, he has picked up the BSI glues. If you guys don't notice, I put my activator in this. It's easier for me to use. I don't have to spray it and it goes everywhere. Scaled World has picked up the eyedropper like this. They're going to have the instant set, a different type, two different types of glues. A box of 100 blades is coming. Even if you are a model builder and you already have an array of tools, we're going to try to get you guys to upgrade. So this raffle is going to be very, very useful. What are they? Little ball bearings? Well, I pulled out that instant set to use it, and then I didn't even use it. Those there are still a little wet. Alright, while we got those seats drying, you guys can watch me make some seat belts. We are going to go gray on the seat belts. We are going to go gray on the seat belts. Now I need my photo etch. Photo etch, auto photo etch. Alright. Then we're going to take Here's another 5-point harness we have, guys, from Scale Productions. But it didn't come with no, you have to cut your own whatchamacallits out of this. And let's see. Let's see what I have here. There's different styles of seatbelts, seatbelt hooks, guys. I was just looking to see which one I want to use. This set here is all GM. That's all it has on it, and it's stamped GM for their style of belts. And then there's a generic set. There's a generic set that has just a bunch of different seat belts in it. Alright, later, Pete. Be careful getting home, brother. What's going on, Chip? I was just telling people that you got your newest video up over about the September top 10. I'm going to make some seat belts real quick. And this is the way I do them, guys. Let me show you two ways, I should say, I do them. One way is I take a Sharpie. See, I just got... Let me get something out here. Just got a brand new piece of glass down. So everything's cleaner. You guys can see Mini Dreams better. You guys will be able to see Scaled World better. Everything else was a little grooved up and chopped up before. So what I do is I take this white ribbon. This is my preference, guys. You can go to Extreme where they have colored ribbon already. You can pick the color you actually want. You don't have to do this. But I usually just come in here with the Sharpie and it stains it. Gives me what I want. And then because we only have 2 seats, what I like to do is I'll cut this one just like that. Then I fold it in half. Like this. Just like that. Guys, Chip and Lisa have also started going to they started their Extreme builds. So you guys can get over there and check that out. And it has to be it's pre-48, ain't it, Chip? And you have to buy one thing from Scaled World. Things I mentioned before that would be your guys' best buy would be something like the ProTech braided lines. Then you got these Model Car Garage seatbelt photo etch. You know, that's going to go a long ways. Here's what I have done. As soon as Chip and Lisa get their ProTech order in, I can finish this up. I got everything cut. Here's number 24. Here's number 23. Here's number 22, which I'm waiting on one of the 22s. I need 2 of the 21s. And then here are 2 of the 20s, 2 of the 19s. And then we'll be ready to build you guys your sample packs of ProTech braided lines. Like I say, I love this stuff. Everybody else has their own opinions on what they like to use. But for me, my first choice would be the ProTech. Just because of the durability, the styles, and it stays in the shape you bend it. And then here's just Cadillac emblems I've had over the years. If you guys, what I'm doing is when you clip these things off of photo etch, you always have a little bit of a nib on it right there. So I'm just cleaning them up real quick. Then what I do is I put my seatbelt in, this in, then I pinch it like this, you know, give it a little pinch. I'll pinch it like that, get that out of there. I got sausage fingers, guys. I need to get on Chip's diet so my fingers get smaller. Then I put a little bit of super glue on there. Then I always make sure I don't glue the photo etch itself, because I want that buckle to move, you know, so that way I can position it in a way. And then what I do is get the other one. And then you feed it through there. Get your little pinch. Ryan, we're both on this side of the Mississippi, bud. Yeah, Chip. I weighed in today at 224, Chip, and I wear 38s. But I'm only 5'7", so I'm just a little guy. Alright, so usually what I do, guys, is I got both buckled on this end. Brooklyn, I don't, but some of my other Photo Etch stuff, like if you ever buy the Detail Masters, like interior detail sets, I have doubled up on the cassette tapes and stuff to make them look thicker. Not so much these seat belts, but I haven't. We're good, Timothy. How are you doing? No, I haven't finished yet. Guys, there's Chris Hales. Chris is one of the operators and owners of C1 models. So it's thanks to Chris and his hard work that lets me and Scaled World be able to build this for you. You know, do this live, you know. Some great stuff. Now, I might have modified a few things to go the way I wanted to, but it's great. I mean, it's great detail. Chris, here's the new grill. I went ahead and did a Photo Etch, but I was telling these guys, for your clear parts, it's so hard to get resin to recast in a clear. There's usually a little bit of fogginess or an air bubble, and these lights just came out great. They offer a lot of stuff over there, guys, at C1. We have the Honda Civic Trans Kit. We have the C1 Volkswagen Caddy. We're going to do the C1 body kit for the Dodge Challenger. He has several other kits that we want to latch on to. And just a great company, a great guy, and the stuff is worth the money, and it's worth the weight in shipping. So if you guys get a chance and you want to build this Nissan Trans Kit or any other Trans Kit, just go to c1models.com and you know what, Chris? I was looking even at HyroBoy and everywhere. I cannot find a Photo Etch for the Nissan 2000, you know, in order to get the Photo Etch for the front grille. I mean, there's all kinds of R32s, 33s, 34s, the GTR, but there is none for the 2000 GTR. You know, I even looked for earlier Skylines to see, you know, some of the other Hasegawa kits to see if they had, but I think they didn't start making Photo Etch until the 32, because I can't find it for this body style anywhere. here's an update so far, Chris, if you're just joining. I changed the shifter that I wanted to use here. The emergency brake, I added the speakers. There's the GTR 10 motor in there. And then I'd made a little custom exhaust for it. You guys see why I don't get nothing done? I stay here talking. I get excited. It's great to have a guy's product that I can work on, and the designer and publisher of that product tunes in to see how the build's going. You know, Revell's not doing that for us. You know, Round 2, they're not doing that for us. So it's great to see, you know, a person that's not did this is not doing it just for to raise that, you know, to buy a new car, raise the house payment. He's doing it to offer us guys in the hobby great stuff to build, and he's also a builder himself that follows people like me, and that's just great. It shows the support that he actually has for the community. Thanks, Chris. I wish I was financially stable where I could have at least one of everything that C1 makes. They have a metallizing powder, guys, that is really great. And not only just their conversion kits, but, you know, some great modeling supplies to add to, like you guys that like to build the authentic race cars and motorcycles and whatnot. Their metallizing powders work great for like heated exhaust, you know, and stuff like that. It's just some phenomenal products over there at C1. I know some of you figure guys are using the C1 stuff on some of your mechs and robot builds. So what I do, guys, is I put the photo etch on both ends. So you have your buckle and you have your latch. And then what I do is I size up my seat, and then seeing how far over, you know, it's going to roll over to see where I need to put my glue, you know, and that's when I cut it to shape. The seat here is still a little wet. And like I said, C1, he ships worldwide. You'll have to pay your, you know, you'll have to pay your shipping costs to your location. But, you know, there's no hesitation. You just got to wait for the stuff to be in stock. Over the last year, man, they blew up. Chris was traveling the world. He took a bunch of kits with him to different shows, and he's been doing great, been selling out. So for a little bit, they were out of stock on some stuff, but, you know, keep checking in, and you know, there'll be some stuff coming. And he's always thinking of newer products to offer us in the community. So what I like to do is I like to set the seat, the back of the seat first. Where's my super glue go? I like to set it back here first, and then let it get dry and set up. Like this. Usually I do this first. Where's my toothpicks? And I kind of roll it to get it a good flat spot to adhere to. Then once I got that, usually then I put a little super glue right here on the ribbon itself. I need some more glue. And I'm going to say, coming up for you guys, this is the exact same glue that we're going to have in the Minis Toolbox raffle. So we're trying to get you the exact products that I would use and some of the exact tools that I would use. Now you guys can find C1 also on Facebook. Get on there. You don't usually use a whole lot of glue, guys, because you know, I don't want it caked on there. I just want it to look to set on there. So there's that. Wish my camera focused better so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Then I'll just have it set like that, and that way when they get in there, they can pull it, you know, they can make the seatbelt pull better to them. And then once you get this into the interior, you'll see something like that. And depending upon where you place it, you just got to remember when you do the seat belts that they got to be in the same direction. See, then you can have it. See if you can see that better. Yeah, now, in most cars, one side of the belt is stationary, and then the rest will be on a retractor to pull it back and forth. So I leave it like this, so that way you can see the seatbelt detail, and it still kind of looks like you still need to pull it to click it back in, you know what I mean? What is that, Pappy? Oh, man. Look, Pappy, I try to hide it. I try to hide it by putting one of my bench stickers over it. Guys, I was doing a how-to one Thursday, and I had a candle burn on my desk for part of the how-to. And I went to show these guys my motor detailing box, and forgetting where the candle was, I flipped this lid over right into the flame. I'm sitting there on camera, and the old college trick. And as we're on camera talking, this thing goes up in flames. So then, all right, George, you have a good day, bud. And don't forget, guys, while George is still here, they are working very hard getting the final everything set up for George's show. The Diversified Scalers coming up in September 30th. In Wayne, New Jersey. The theme is VIP luxury cars. And their sub-theme is going to be rotary, cars with the rotary motor. No curbside stuff, though. And then right here is just some of the classes and some of the awards that they are giving out. You guys can contact George with any questions here about the show. If you guys are in the New Jersey area, he'd be more than happy to help you. And so you guys can go up there and check that out. No problem, brother. No problem. Okay, I cut my seatbelt. Now, here's where it gets tricky. You got to make sure that you do your seatbelts in the right way, because you don't want two seatbelts looking the same. Thought I sealed that in there. It's still a little wet, ain't it? The one reason why I used the Bob's BSI gap filling glue is because you have a little bit of time to work with it to place your product. Some of these other super glues go straight back in. You know, they seal too quick. And with this gap filling, you guys can tell. If you guys can't tell your glue by your color, it always says over here gap filling, and then it'll say 5 to 10 seconds. That way you got time to work. Oh yeah, your Workbench Wednesday's going to be coming up on it. Get in there, punk. Yeah, it's not getting too far. Pappy, I just showing everybody that I got the dash done. Got the door panels done. Then I got the seat, the pedals done. Come on, focus. The emergency brake done. And then we made another shifter today. We're doing another shifter today. And then I'm showing this guys how I do the seat belts. And then the interior should be wrapped up. And then we'll be moving on to just focusing on the body. But like the seats here, they're C1. They're part of the C1 package. The dash is a C1. It comes in the kit, guys. for the Nissan swap, because here's the stock dash. Come on, focus. But, you know, I got the resin coupes, so all these factory parts will be able to go in another one. Thanks, Third Gear. I only did it off camera because you guys were busting my chops about it's going to be 2020 before I get this done. It'll be episode 155. Remember all that jazz? It's, I used to do quantity over quality. And now, since I've partnered up with Scaled World and with doing YouTube and all this other stuff, I'd rather offer you guys quality over quantity. You know, what do they always say? Well, how they say, good work ain't cheap and cheap work ain't good. They canceled it, Fred. They canceled it this morning, yesterday morning. So we're just going to have to rebook, buddy. The way that storm was headed right to the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, right where we were going, and they had already started closing everything down in Florida. I hope Matthew Cunningham, Tom Rambler 69. I hope that all you guys that are there in Florida are going to be safe, because it looks like it was going to hit the whole state of Florida before it wanted to calm down. It was showing it this morning still being a Category 3 when it's hitting Georgia. So I can just imagine being down there. So you guys be safe. Just be safe. I know there was a couple posts on here where Tom was making a comment where somebody was telling another modeler that he shouldn't be throwing all this plastic away. But guys, when it floods that bad and your house is full of mud, gunk from the river, you know, who knows what else is in the waters when they're running through your house, I wouldn't chance it. It is plastic. It can be cleaned up, but the abuse that you're going to take trying to get that might make you so sick where you can't even build it. So, I mean, it would be heartbreaking to lose your collection, but better than losing your life. Yeah, we were going to land in Fort Lauderdale Friday morning, hang out Friday, and, just chill in Fort Lauderdale all day. And then we were going to leave Miami on Saturday morning, but it was just too close. It was just too close. Oh, good afternoon, Don. I didn't see you in here. Yeah, they had us. We always fly. Cover your ears, Pappy. We always fly Southwest. It's always been the cheapest for me and the family to travel Southwest. And Southwest was talking about doing a few diversion flights to get us there. But then when they started talking about the hotels being, they weren't going to let no tourists down to the Keys anyway, and that's right where we were headed, southern Miami, and it was just, everything was cutting it too close. So it was the right call. But we'll get it rescheduled, and we'll have our anniversary parties. For now, I need to know where to place the seats. So we get that on there and that on there. We don't want to be too close to the steering wheel, but I'm a short guy, so I need to be able to touch the pedals and what have you. I'm going to try to, the way this kit is made, you guys can see how the door panels go up and then come on, focus, how they go up and then slant. So I'm going to keep the seats right in front, that way, you know, it should line up. Then it should be, once everything's done and glued in, it should look like that. So the interior is pretty much done. Just going to wait for these to dry up a little bit before I glue them in. Now, I went to school with the midget, and his nickname was Shorty, believe it or not. And instead of moving the seat forward, he put blocks on the pedals, and it did work for him. I mean, it looked crazy as hell. If you guys don't know what plumber's tape is, basically it's a piece of metal, and it has a bunch of holes in it, and you just, you know, you cut it to your length that you want, and he'd have a bunch of plumber's tape going over the blocks and around his pedals. I mean, like, his pedal was here, and the block was like a half a foot long, but he drove himself back and forth to school. It was the craziest stuff to see. You son of a gun. Pappy, I don't know why I'm subscribed to you. You keep bullying me like this. He said make some phone books. Oh. What did my grandma use? My grandma used to use the cushion pillows instead of scooting the seat up, because Grandpa would always get mad if she scooted the seat up, and he would try to get in the car and it would be too close to the wheel. So she would use the couch cushions. She'd take them with her and use those. Scale phone books. Man. What would be, if you was a midget, I bet the hardest thing to drive would be a stick. You know, because you always got to get that pedal all the way down, you know, to come back out. Well, Pete, we got the seats. We got the seats almost done. I still want to do some detailing to the seats. Come on, focus. I got to let that, for some reason, that seat ain't drying too well. The other seat's dry already. But we're waiting for that seat there to dry, so that way I can, get some things. Oh yeah, I could already tell your knees knocked all that. Hell, I bet your knees were in the dash even with the seat back. I don't know about your guys' part of the country, but around here, it seems like the biggest guy has the smallest car. I don't know what it is, but I've seen so many of that head in this. I just try to do some pinstriping to it. Okay. I'm going to try to seal this one and see what happens, guys. Alright, so now we'll see how that looks when it's all done. Get that other, where'd my other? See, this is the problem. I can clean my bench up 3 times, and 4 times it's going to get so cluttered up quick that I can't find what I'm looking for. Do you know where you're going to? It is a Micron 0.5. Now they have a whole set of these. I got this for $2 at Hobby Lobby with the 40% off coupon, so I thought I'd pick it up and try it. I've been using a Sharpie and an ink pen, but here lately it just ain't been working right. But yeah, look how thin it is. Come on. It's pretty thin. Now they have them in different colors. I haven't picked none of the colors up. I just been using the black. Can you guys see that, or am I in the way? Don't take much pressure. It's still a little too wet down in there, guys. I can't get into it. I can read some comments, Pete. I seen that. Gotta get this one little. Let's seal this so that black don't move. Alright. Now we'll let that set and dry, and then I'll be able to glue them into place, guys. Guys, thanks for hanging out today. I had a lot going on this morning. We had a good conversation with Richard, the one we did the last raffle for. Me and Pete got on the phone. We talked for a while. I just had a good day. Spent a few minutes with Hunter on the phone earlier. And like I said, our next raffle coming up, guys, is Skilled World has named it Minnie's Toolbox. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for them, and then I'll make them do their chores, and then we'll get in the van. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Bye. Yeah, we're gonna do the what's called the Minnie's Toolbox, where we're gonna have all the modeling tools, guys, and that's what me and Hunter stood and talked a little bit about this morning. Me and Pete at Skilled World have been discussing some things, so we're looking at a few more products to get. I know Hunter bought a lot of really good stuff to donate, and like I said, I got the tweezers, the exact same paintbrushes that I use. Pete has picked up the exact same glues that I use, and there's some other little tools that we want to pick up. I'm gonna try to track down another pair of these flush cutters. Get in there. Get another set of the flush cutters later, Fred. And I kind of want to get you guys some Sharpie markers that I like to use. I use the red and the orange and the yellow, and then you guys always see me use the black. But those are for like detailing your clear parts to make you know, your amber lights and your red lights. Instead of, you know, you guys painting them red, you can actually have them clear red. You know. But I appreciate you guys hanging out today. Kiddos are about home. I have some chores to do. Take care, guys. We'll see you when I'm going to try to get back on tomorrow. So we'll see you guys. And don't forget, guys, follow Pappy as soon as he gets up on YouTube to do his workbench Wednesday updates. And we'll see y'all later. Hey, later, Don. So thank you guys, and we're going to be able to, we got Scaled World and I, we got some big plans for you guys here in the community, and please don't forget, I'll say it every time I'm on camera, don't forget to go to Scaled World, check out some of the stuff that they have posted over there, and don't forget to post your own stuff, guys. Here's some good links right here you guys can go to. You can find them on Instagram. You can find them on Facebook. They're, you know, they're everywhere. We're trying to get the best, you know, website out there to enter your guys' models. Like I said, for you guys that ain't automotive builders that still like to follow, we're looking into having a miscellaneous little segment. You know, we don't know whether to do it just for armor or just figures, but I'm picking up a few figures. We're gonna do a few figure builds. This hobby is great. There's so many different aspects. There's so many outlets that you guys can use, but we want to make Scaled World the outlet you guys choose to go to first, and then, you know, so we can grow as big as we can, but we can't go anywhere without you guys. So please. And then, like I said, this afternoon, Chris joined us. Don't forget to go check out C1s. Go check out Showtime Studios, and go check out George at Vision 124. We're trying to bring you guys some great things back into the community. This is Minnie, and until the next time, I'm out.